We're joined by Ian Robson, who's the CEO of Melbourne Victory. Robbo, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ross and John.
Last night, community and business leaders gave up their beds for cardboard and sleeping bags at Etihad Stadium, and what was the coldest night in Melbourne since last August? How's your timing?
Extraordinary timing, and that concrete was cold, despite some of Anthony Pratt's finest cardboard. Hard on the hips, Ross, hard on the hips.
Hey, what's it all about?
Look, Vinnie's is one of those just incredible organisations that I suppose exists in the ether, and we sort of, a bit like the Salvos, a bit like they're there, and when we only ever, I suppose, aware of what they need in times of maybe personal need and crisis. But the raw stats of this, Ross and John, 100,000 Australians, and we think about the wealth of this country, notwithstanding our underlying economic challenges on a broader stage, 100,000 Australians every night sleep rough, and about half of those, depending on the weather and the way the wind blows, I guess, are kids. And Vinnie's is one of those organisations that are there to help those people who fall through the cracks. And I suppose this was brought really to light recently, wasn't it, with the sad and tragic passing of Mouse, who was murdered down by the river. So less than probably 400 yards from where we're sitting now. There's almost a mini population that reside there. And this is one night where some of the leaders in business and the community can make a sacrifice experience and raise money to help Vinnie's do what they do throughout the whole year.
Right, so it's the CEO sleep out, where CEOs such as yourselves go and sleep rough in order to highlight the need to support organisations like the St Vincent de Paul. When you sort of fall into a bit of a slumber and you don't realise that you're actually at Etihad Stadium and not at home, do you sort of find yourself rolling over and all of a sudden you've got half an arm over Ahmed Fahour or something?
Well, my sleeping partner Matthew was on the aisle above me. I tended to try and make a little cocoon in between the rows rather than sitting on the open concrete and exposed to the wind. And 3 years of doing this tells me that there's a little bit of a better place to sleep. But there was some Kelly O'Dwyer looked very, very comfortable and sleep when I walked past her this morning.
Remember for Higgins?
She is, and Kelly's a regular there, although I might say it's a little bit of a damning slap to our friends at Spring Street, Ross. In 5 years in Melbourne, not one state politician of either political persuasion has supported it. So maybe today might be a little bit of a shout-out for this time next year.